Hello, really excited to show this journal. It is for dog lovers, although there are a couple of cats there, but that only makes sense since I have a couple of cats. But I also love dogs, and I miss having a dog, except that one of my cats acts a lot like a dog, so that helps. This one is 9 by 6 1/4 by 1 3/4, a cereal box base, and covered with brown paper. And this is antique lace, and a picture from a card. She's got 3 signatures. Let's just show you what she looks like from the side there. The back too. This is another journal that I'd made, I don't know, a few weeks ago or longer. And then I came back and looked at it and went, oh, there's lots of room for more things in here. And then I was starting to get carried away, and finally I stopped. I was going to add some more today, and I went, nope, nope, nope. Let's have fun. Let's not be a perfectionist. And besides, before I started working on it, this lay flat, but now it doesn't. All the more fun, though. All the more fun. You'll see inside. So I did use some digitals from the Graphics Fairy. They were free ones because I was running out of dog pictures, and I wanted to try and have a dog on almost every page. So I got some cute ones from there. And I also got a couple of pictures that I took with my phone actually, and then printed out my printer, and then put some Mod Podge on to make it look more like a photo from I think it's 1897 school book that my mom gave me a few years ago. Just see if I can go find it right now. Oh, Deja. Yeah, I'll have to take you off there. Come on, sweetie. We don't eat paper. Oh, there we go. Just had to remove my cat. She's trying to eat some papers on my desk. I think they're tea-dyed papers, so I guess she has a bit of English in her too. Yeah. So here's the old book that I took a couple of pictures from. Really, really old. Yeah, 1897. You have one of these. And there was another one in here too, but darling old book. This was given to me before I was into junk journaling. Was a journaler, but not a junk journaler. I don't think I could ever cut that up. That seemed like that would be terrible. But I can enjoy it, looking at it, and maybe taking pictures of some of the pictures in there. As usual, most of my cards are tea-dyed at the back. And I put a little dog quote at the beginning of each signature. These tabs, there's one at the beginning of a signature, one at the end. And you can see there's a quote there too. Same with the third signature. If you use digitals from the Graphics Fairy, it says on the website that you're allowed to use up to 6 digitals, free digitals, in a project, but not more than 6. So I made sure I didn't. The pictures I have here that you're seeing so far, like this one, is from a address book, an old address book that I took apart. And other ones like this are just cards, or like that's a lithograph. This is from, let's see, Harrowsmith magazine. That was from the address book. That's from a magazine. And this cute little idea here, this pocket and belly band, I got this off of Shabby Doodah. And this reminds me of her too. She likes black, and she likes bling too. Black, I thought, really goes good with this book. And I saw this also, except that I made it my own by adding this as well inside on someone's channel. I have a playlist of favorites that I've been working on since starting this channel, so that when I make something that I end up using, I'm going to try to save that how-to video on my playlist. For 2 reasons. 3 reasons. 1, kind of like giving credit to the other creator, and for me to be reminded of ideas that I might forget about. I can use them in future videos. And 3, for you. That way, if you wonder how I learned the things that I've learned, if you check my playlist, you'll find out. You think dogs will not be in heaven? I tell you, they will be there long before any of us. Robert Lewis. Yeah, dogs definitely are sweet. Dogs' lives are too short. Their only flaw, really. Yeah, I miss having a dog, but cats are definitely easier. Except if I had a little dog, I doubt that he or she would jump up on my other desk there and try to eat tea-dyed paper. Looks like she's left the room, so it's okay for me to talk about her. My other cat, she doesn't do that. She has her own funny little things that she likes to do. She's very cuddly. There's a belly band. There's another picture from the address book. Here's one that I got from the graphics fair. She's holding a cat and a dog. Yeah, I understand that. Definitely like both. There's a little bit of coffee dyed paper in here. Not much, but a bit. So this journal does smell a little bit like coffee, which is good if you like coffee, which I happen to like coffee. These ones are tea dyed, but there's some other ones in here that are coffee dyed, which are coming up, I think. Yeah, this here, this is coffee dyed. Home is where the dog runs to greet you. That made me tear up when I read that one. Yeah, I do miss that. My cats run to greet me too. But it's more subdued than what a dog does. Which, it's nice too. Oh, I love little dogs. Are you a dog person or a cat person? Or are you both? Even the tiniest poodle or chihuahua is still a wolf at heart. So true. This was from a card. That's coffee dyed. My hands are a bit red today because I was cutting up beets for borscht, family recipe that My dad taught me that how my grandmother made it, and he learned well because his was just as good as Grandma's. And sometimes mine is. I think mine might be one of those good batches today. A dog is the only thing that can mend a crack in your broken heart. I think cats can too, though. So while I was peeling the beets and my hands were getting redder and redder, I thought, oh yes, beets make good dye for paper. So instead of using beets, though, I use the peels and the ends pieces because my husband loves beets, and I feel like, oh yeah, I don't want to waste beets dyeing paper, but I can use the peels and the ends. And so I've got some papers dripping right now in preparation to be placed on the drying rack. And I saved the extra beet juice to use, maybe to do some stenciling with it. Here's one of the pictures that I took a picture of with my phone and then printed it out on my printer. Just took out part of the page. My dog prints, and made it into a junk journal. Put a little bit of Mod Podge on it just to give it some protection so the ink doesn't smudge. If the kindest souls were rewarded with the longest lives, dogs would outlive us all. This is another one from the Graphics Fairy, this sweet little pug. And then I just added some zigzag to it. Rick Rack is what it's called. Couldn't remember. This picture is from, I think, from a World Book magazine or a World Book encyclopedia. I decided I might as well cut into them because I don't know about where you live, but where we are, even the thrift stores don't want the old encyclopedia sets. And ours is fairly old and we never use it anymore. Oh, this is another one from the Graphics Fairy. But see how it has almost like a photograph look to it? Just from one thin layer of Mod Podge. And then I just added, of course, the other things to it. And on the back is for writing. That's a postcard. Boy and his dog. There's a little one there. Oh, he's got his ball. Mom, will you throw it for me so I can run and fetch it? And this one was also from the Graphics Fairy. And then I just added washi tape on the sides. And also put one layer of Mod Podge just on the picture. And on the back, blank for writing. Another picture from the address book I took apart. This dog reminds me of the movie Babe. This here is a little journal card. If I can get that off without scratching it. And this one here, I think was also from the Graphics Fairy. I can't remember because I had downloaded that a while ago. And this one is from World Book Encyclopedia. That was a bookmark. A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself. Yeah, I believe that's true for a lot of dogs, for sure. Honestly, it's more true for dogs than for cats, isn't it? This is a picture that I printed out that I took in Savannah, Georgia when I was at a writer's retreat. There's a dog in it. Statue. Hark, hark, the dogs do bark, beggars are coming to town. Some in jags, some in rags, and some in velvet gown. And there's a couple of dogs there. It's from a really old nursery rhyme book. Well, I've put a lot of hours into this book, but there's still lots of room left in it for creating, embellishing. Another picture from the Graphics Fairy. I thought this was adorable. And then I just added fabric here, lace, flowers, and the little pearl-like drops. And she also has some Mod Podge on it. A sweet little dog too. And journaling on the back. It's blank. No animal I know of can consistently be more of a friend and a companion than a dog. Yeah. Oh, this idea I came across accidentally, and I think I might want to do a tutorial video on it. And that was on Pinterest. I saw a square altar paperclip, and you just put 2 more squares on top of it with maybe one's music paper, one's a picture. But when I went to do it, I ended up making a rectangle and turning it into a journal spot. So it's an altar paperclip. It's also a hidden journal spot. And you know how I am about writing. If you've seen any of my videos, the more places to write, the better. So the first one I made was a bird on it, and then when I was working on this journal, I went, oh, I need to do one with a dog. Some pages from the address book I just left whole. The center of each of these signatures, I've left it whole. That's blank on the back for journaling. And a blank card. I thought this closure was a good one because the black goes with the black and the gray goes with the gray buttons. And also, because it's adjustable, there's room to make it even wider. Thank you for watching. Take care. And are you a dog person or a cat person? Or are you both? Do you think a person can be both?